After their hard work and sacrifice while serving the country, veterans return home in need of housing and assistance to re-enter the civilian life once again. This segment is sponsored by Veterans United and 7 Principals. Alex Brown is the Senior Loan Officer at Veterans United. Chaz Sampson is the CEO of 7 Principals. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right, first, Chaz, when it comes to veterans investing in real estate, how does the VA disability claims play a part?
It plays a huge part, actually. This monthly compensation is available to veterans. They get it every month for the rest of their life. I'm also a recipient. But I think we need to go back and look at those conversations those families are having, trying to figure out the real estate process, trying to figure out the claims process. Some of these people are getting denied access to this because they may not know. And this free benefit seminar solves that issue of how to qualify for a loan, what to look for, how to make sure that your paperwork is proper, especially on the VA claim side, and how to really take advantage of the benefit that we deserve and earn.
You guys are giving a lot of great information. Alex, any insight on how these monthly disability payments could affect a mortgage?
Yeah, definitely. Well, we can use the disability as income to qualify for a higher sales price if you needed, more additional income. And also, you're exempt from a fee that's typically financed into the loan. It's called a funding fee. And when you receive VA disability, that fee is waived. And then the huge benefit is if you have a 100% rating, which Chaz can help assist get your rating up, then you're exempt from property taxes in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
So that will lower your monthly payments significantly as
Absolutely.
well.
A lot of information that veterans might not even know. And you all are offering a free benefit seminar coming up next month. What can people expect to get from it?
Well, people can expect to get those questions answered that you may be asking yourself and have no way of finding a solution for. You can also come and talk to people in real time. We have our attorneys on staff, myself as a former VA Raider, a number of our other medical professionals will be there as well. We have Veterans United there as well. Just an amazing here in the market on what they can resolve as far as how to qualify for a mortgage. So May 4th, Virginia Beach Pavilion, Doubletree Pavilion, be there, and of course feel free to ask us any questions.
Do you need to register beforehand or RSVP? How does that work?
Great question. RSVP is required. So you can go to our website, 7principals.com/benefit seminar. You can sign up there. And then from there, we look forward to seeing you on May 4th at 6 p.m.
And what kind of difference have you seen this make in the lives of veterans when they get all of this information and connect the dots?
Well, we always say that, the military gives you great benefits, but they don't really tell you how to use them. So it's just really nice to be able to provide people the education so that they can go out and, take advantage for, all the hard work that they did.
Yeah, and Chaz, you're a service member yourself. You know the challenges that many veterans face. What are some of the biggest challenges and obstacles that they've got to overcome when getting back into the civilian world?
We've been doing this for 10 years, and over the last 10 years, we get an amount of questions from veterans of how to actually qualify, how to find out more about their benefits. For me personally, I spent 8 years trying to figure out myself, and it wasn't until I became a VA Raider that I understood how to maneuver through the federal system and how to leverage it for myself. So I'm just thankful that I'm in a position where I can team up with other great people that love serving veterans and be able to give some really good information of how to actually connect these dots together. And like I said, we get a ton of emails from people that come to us, want to increase their VA disability, higher their rating so they can qualify for a mortgage. And being able to work with Veterans United to bridge that gap is just such a wonderful opportunity.
What kind of difference can it make in the kind of home that a veteran can afford before seeing you guys versus after getting those dots connected?
I think the real question is how can it change generations here? I mean, we're talking about home ownership. We're talking about building wealth. Most billionaires and multimillionaires build their wealth starting in real estate. So you can change suburbs, you change generations, you change where your kids go to school at, where you worship at. It's total life changing. So essentially, if you go from, let's say, 10% disability, which pays about $145 per month, and you go up to, let's say, 70%, which pays about $1,500, you're talking about a number of different benefits you're eligible for, not just only compensatory, but also fringe benefits. And like Alex was expressing, using that compensation per month, they're able to use that number and get them qualified for even more of a mortgage. So it's huge. It's life-changing for veterans, and we've seen a number of veterans literally change zip codes and change their whole generational status off of just getting their claim done and also buying real estate.
Impacting their whole family.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for everything you do for joining us on the Hampton Roads Show.
Thank you.
This segment, again, is sponsored by Veterans United and 7 Principals. Again, don't miss the free Veteran Benefits Seminar. It is Thursday, May 4th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Doubletree by Hilton in Virginia Beach. For more information, text VETERAN to 757-720-1620 or visit their website right there on your screen.
All righty, thank you, Taylor.